I'm Vanessa Hall, and I grew up partially in Ukrainian Village and Logan Square. But some of my fondest memories are on this block on Ohio Street, where my grandmother took care of most of us, about 39 grandkids that she has. And I have so many fond memories playing with my cousins, going to the corner store. There are 39 grandkids in the family. So she took care of us. I remember her cooking typical Honduran food for us, something called a frita for breakfast. She used to make tamales for us. She made pollo en coco. I love every single dish that she would make for us. Some of the favorite things that my grandmother made are fritas, which is a tortilla de harina cut with two slits in the middle, and it's fried, and you could either eat it with sugar on top or with syrup. And then one of the ultimate favorites are baleadas. It's also a tortilla de harina with frijoles fritos, and you could put eggs in it, aguacate, crema, and queso. It is delicious. Being here in Ukrainian Village, it was actually, diverse. There was Latinos, but there was also a big population of Italians. So it was Latinos and Italians here in Ukrainian Village. But when my family moved to Logan Square, I was in 3rd grade, and there were only 2 Latino families on the block. That was a bit difficult for me because I didn't see a lot of people that looked like me, and it was a big adjustment for me. But as the years went on, Logan Square started shifting, and then more and more Latinos started coming into the neighborhood. So initially, when I was young, actually, I wanted to be a lawyer. But then in high school, I shifted and decided that I wanted to go into broadcast journalism. I also studied broadcast journalism because I wanted to be a voice for the people. I wanted to be someone that would be able to tell the stories that you didn't see on mainstream media, to tell the stories of our people. I got to go to Little Village. I got to go to Humboldt Park. I got to go to Pilsen. And it was a great honor for me to be able to bring those stories to Chicago and tell the different stories about our people, but also, talk about the concerns that our community had as well. So in our beautiful city, there really isn't a huge population of Honduran people, but I'm proud that my family was probably one of the first Honduran families to come into Chicago. My grandfather migrated to Chicago in 1969, and then the family followed in 1971. And our family is huge, and I take a lot of pride in the fact that our family was one of the first Honduran families in Chicago, but also a place where we welcomed fellow Hondurans. My grandmother was considered sort of like the consulate of Honduras here in Chicago, because every Honduran that migrated to the city would come here to this house, and she would welcome them in and then teach them where they could find resources. There was a lot of Spanish artists also from Honduras that would come to Chicago for concerts, for different events, and they would literally come and stay in the basement of this house. So this house here has been a welcoming place for the Honduran community here in Chicago. And I'm proud that our family has been, one of the first Honduran families in this city. I love this city so much that I actually went to go work in the city. I'm proud to say that I worked as a press secretary for Mayor Richard M. Daley, and then also worked briefly for Mayor Rahm Emanuel. My work in the city was very important to me because, like I mentioned, being in TV and being able to tell that story of our people, I was a resource for the Latino community in the mayor's office. I was the one that was actually in charge of the mayor's interviews. So I was able to give a lot of the Latino publications here in Chicago access to the mayor. A lot of times it was really difficult for them to get some time with him, to get interviews with him. And I'm proud to say that I played a little part in being able to provide that access for them. And also, with a lot of community organizations here in Chicago, I was able to, to teach the mayor and show him a little bit about the various communities in Chicago that represent the Latino community, and and talk to him about all the wonderful organizations that are doing so much great work for our community. So I was able to allow for access of the mayor to these community organizations as well. My name is Vanessa Hall. Soy hondureña y soy Chicago.